Hello guys, welcome to your ASMR guided tour of the iPad. So what I'm going to do is show you guys how to connect up the Square Reader to the Square app. Just a basic run through. So just in the checkout section, you'll see down the bottom, you can go to checkout, there's like keypad, which is, you probably won't need to use this. I would even try avoiding using this, to be honest. And then we'll go to the library. There's a little menu item here called Strong Currents, and that'll just put you on the page that has literally all the listed artworks. So that should keep you out of trouble. So if we go down the bottom here on the right, you just hit the menu that says More. And we're just going to click on the settings, which is in the right hand side of the menu. Go to hardware, and we're just going to click on Square card readers, and then connect reader. It's pretty like it has a little run through on here anyway. I just think it's important to show you guys how to navigate towards this section. So if we did have a little bit of troubles last year with the Square Reader disconnecting from the iPad, so yeah, this might be helpful if you get stuck. So you just hold down the buttons on the front of the Square Reader, and there'll be 4 little flashing orange lights, and it will be trying to connect, and then that's pretty much good to go. So now you've set up the little Square PayPass and insertable card reader. You can go back to transactions. So this will have any of the transactions that's happened. I've got a couple of transactions where I've put through a fake transaction and receiving cash, and then refunding it to just check that all works fine. So go to checkout. So we've got our menu items here. There's a few people on this list who have got several different items that they're selling. So, say for example, we go to Rose, who's selling. We've got Rat City shirts and Strong Currents tote bags. So you can just select the item that you'd like to sell, and then you can change the quantity in this little slider bar here. Well, it's not really a slider bar, it has a plus and minus. And then just add that to the checkout. Hopefully someone will buy 7 of Rose's tote bags. That would be absolutely amazing. But if not, and you want to change your mind or remove that from the sale just before you go to the checkout, just click on Rose's name again. It'll bring back that same menu. You can just scroll down the bottom to remove item, and then confirm remove item, and that will just take all of the items off. Say you put the wrong amount in. So say you had 4 of those, added them. You can just go back in and just literally change the number, and then save. So you've just got 3 or whatever it is. So you can just pretty much just by clicking on the name is how you'll be able to edit the actual purchase. And if you put that down to 0 again and save it, it'll just remove it. And all of this will be keeping a tally in the system of how many we've sold. So you will have to just check every now and then. It will tell you when an item's sold out after you've put the transaction through. So unfortunately, there's no way of seeing kind of on the actual item how many are left in stock. But if we just go to Safari, and we can just go into the Square. So it should be squareup.com. And I'll just have this page loaded for you guys, so you don't have to even really do any of this. But just in case, go to sign in, and then just use the key pass that the iPad's got saved onto it. I have Touch ID. But if you just try the Touch ID and then go enter passcode instead, it'll just be 032021. And I'll leave that. That's the passcode and stuff to get onto the iPad as well. So I'll make sure I post that in the chat. It's good to have a passcode just in case someone decides they want to pinch the iPad. And we have our cards and stuff connected to quite a lot of money, so it's just a little bit of extra security just in case. So this will eventually load. Alright, so if you want to keep a tally of how many items we actually have left, and you will have to check this just in case, especially if someone's only got, say, 10 items and they are selling quite quickly, just go to the items section, and just along here there's a little category that's called stock. So that will tell you, that'll live update as you're purchasing stuff, how much we'll have left of each thing. So, if you wanted to have a bit more of an in-depth look, just click on the item and go to edit item. And you'd be able to see there's, stock for each of these items. But yeah, like I said, it will give you an update in the app when you've sold. It'll say sold out on the item, but you will be able to actually still put the item into checkout and you will be able to sell it. So you've just got to make sure we're not doing that. Quite important. So next thing would be how to refund. So, alright, I'm going to sell my artwork because it's highly sought after, and of course somebody will just buy it straight away, but maybe they just accidentally changed their mind and they don't want the dog thing that I made. So we charge the person, and I'm just going to do this in cash. Just note that if you do take a card payment, you can just refund it, but it will take 2 to 7 business days to process the refund. So you just have to let the person know that, and yeah, let's just try and avoid that situation as much as possible. But for now, we'll just put it through as cash. So down the bottom, it has cash options. You can go to custom, and that will give you the option to enter the amount. Say if they had $100 and you wanted to put $100 in, it'll tell you the change. But I'm going to go 75, and then we go to the checkout section, and it will ask if they want a receipt sent to their email or the text message. I think it would be best to just ask if they want it texted, because it's just a little less information. You can just ask them for that and type that in yourself. That'll send out a whole itemized tax receipt for them, and that will just go straight to their phone. I'm just going to say no receipt for the point of showing. We'll go new sale, will take us back. So now, as you can see, it says sold out on that item. So that should happen for each of the items as we sell them. And there's a lot of us who have just got one painting or something that we've entered in. So that'll be a good way of just keeping track of everything, and that's all recorded for us too. But I don't want... So the person comes back and they just hate greyhounds now. So we're going to go to transactions. And if you just go to this side list here, up the very top, it will just have the most recent transaction, which is the $75 purchase of my artwork. We can go to transaction, click on the transaction, with my name on it, and go issue refund. You can click my name, or you can click select all items, and it'll just pretty much do the same thing, and go next. And then please do this part particularly if someone's kind of changed their mind or you've accidentally put through a payment. And I suggest just try this just put it through as a cash payment and refund it, just so you have a little bit of experience refunding something, so that it doesn't become stressful when you actually need to do it. Select all items, restock item, go next, and then we just go returned goods or accidental charge. So we just clicked accidental charge and hit refund up the top right, and that's done. So that you're allowed to do that and test that. That's it. That's fine. You can. It's just something that happens in retail anyway. But yeah, just like I said, it's just make sure you're not, if it's on the if it's a card transaction, just let the person know that it might take up to 7 days for the refund to be processed, and that will actually send them a new receipt as well to say that the item's been refunded. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's still saying that that's sold out. So there you go. And that might just take a second to update. But see, even though that says sold out, I can still add 6 of them. So just keep that little bit in mind too. That's pretty much everything. So that actually took a little while to explain all that. But on the night, just give us a call if you have any problems with it, and we should be able to sort it out pretty easily. There'll be a cash float as well, and I'll just make another little video about adding the cash float to the Square system.